is a late day. This morning I had to go with the shy one into town. She had a job interview for a summer job. And I think that's a great thing. I think every kid should have a job. Every kid should learn what it's like to earn money. So this morning I went with her. She went in for this interview, and then we met with the lawyer about we had several things I had to do this morning. So we are coming here to the land now. It's very late in the day, and we're not going to do much. We got a couple simple things I want to do. One of them is dealing with propagating the lemongrass. One of the things that's really important to understand, we've got 10 acres here. This swale runs approximately 1,000 feet. Actually, it's about 1,200 feet. So from the beginning of the swale to the end, it's 1,200 feet. At 110 feet a stretch, we're running this food forest. If I were to try to purchase everything that we plant here, it would get pretty expensive quick. So what we're trying to do is get propagation going. I cut some of the mulberries to root those cuttings, and today we're going to dig out some of this lemongrass, because the lemongrass grows beautifully here. Since the lemongrass grows so well, we're going to propagate as much of it as we can and spread it out all over this place, because the lemongrass is very, very useful. Lemongrass is a clumping grass. You can divide this very much like you would comfrey, any other clumping material. But what we want to do, we want to get the shovel in here, kind of right in the middle of this, and then, all right, he's being a little timid. Move. He's being timid. Jump on it. There. Man, jump on it. We're going to leave a bunch of this in the ground, but we're going to dig out probably 80% of this clump. Since we're digging out about 80%, the 20% will have to regrow and fill the area. But we need to really, don't be shy. You need to be gentle with this. Dig it out. Look at this now. All right, now we got a nice big clump here. All right, as you see, there we are. This is what we're left with. And each one of these, if you take a look, each one of these we can plant individually, and it will eventually give us another clump this big or bigger. Now all we need to do is fill this with a little bit of the soil and water it, and this thing will bounce right back. So we've got 4 big pieces of lemongrass here. We're going to take a piece of all 4 of them and bring them home. We'll see how many of these we can turn into how many new ones we can get out of it. These clumps are all cut up. I'll show you what they look like, because man, we've got many good-looking pieces here. In fact, I probably have more than I can plant. I may run out of planters. But what I'll do, I'll plant some of these out at the house too, because I really like this stuff. And we can use this stuff all over the place. Worst case, any of the ones that I can't plant, we'll just bring back here tomorrow and dig a hole and stick them in. Find a place for them to go. So that's what we're here for, guys. We just came here to get some lemongrass. We just came here to get the lemongrass. And I wanted to make sure that these trees that we didn't get watered, or we didn't get planted the other day, got watered. So just a quick checkup on things here. A lot of stuff is looking good. We got this lemongrass we're going to bring home and transplant to propagate. It looks like we'd easily get, I want to say 50. Looks like we could get 50 new lemongrass plants out of what's here. We'll have to take it home and play with it and see what we get first. So for now, we're done here. We're going to head home and we'll pick up things there. Lemongrass propagates pretty easily. all we do, we need to get into these clumps and break them apart. And each one of these we get to plant in its own pot. And we'll get a new clump of grass out of it. This one alone might be able to give us 3. In fact, we're going to break this thing up a little more. What are you doing, boy? You helping your old man? Huh? So let's go through these clumps and see what we have. All we're doing is pulling them apart. I'm just washing these off to get an idea. I want to get rid of any of the dead and replace, so we've got a good clean piece to work with. It's right along this fence. In the very back here, we're going to put several little pieces like this, or some of the big ones. We're just going to plant them right along the edge of this fence to try and fill in the back here. That'll give us some of this lemongrass, and we'll see if these will actually grow, these little clumps here. Now, I'm going to put these really big ones in as well, because these are too big to plant in pots. So we're just going to stick them in the ground. Hopefully they'll take. I'm pretty confident these will take. Not so confident that'll take. I've got some of these real little pots. These little pots we're going to use for things like this. These are real tiny pieces of the grass that I don't know if it'll grow, but I want to see if I can get this thing to grow. So we're going to plant this and see what happens. We're going to plant this and see what happens. Maybe it'll grow. Then we're going to take the same pots and some of these bigger pots and just start planting what we can and see how it is. It's that simple. We've got a whole lot of these, and we've got a bunch of these. So we'll plant what we can and see what happens next. All right, now we're here. It's the next morning. It was too dark. By the time I finished doing this last night, it was too dark.
Daddy, I'll be the skirt.
Look at that. Look at how pretty you are. Good girl. Are you gonna let Auntie fix your hair now? Yeah, okay. Anyway, it was too dark last night. The camera just couldn't get it. And it, you know, to be expected. But we've got, I don't know, 17, maybe 20 planted. And I've got, if you look right here, I've got all of these. All of these are going out to the land with us today. We're going to get these, just plant them everywhere in the land to see how they do. And these, all right, all of these we did last night. These I did a couple days before. So we're just going to give it some time, see how they do. The rest of these are macadamias or teak. And we've got a couple strawberries. I'll show you. What we've got is a strawberry here, and we've got 3 strawberries. If you look, we've got some pineapples. These pineapple cuttings, these pineapple tops are ones that I've been working on.
Wow!
Yeah. We've got some strawberries. There's 1 strawberry, and we've got 2 more strawberries. The rest of these are macadamias, and these are teak right here. So, we're starting to get into propagating this stuff as much as we can. These strawberries are from the plants that we have on the land that have lived. We took these are the shoots that came off of the strawberries that were there. And it looks like they've taken root. And they're doing good. So we're going to get into how to propagate the strawberries, and we'll talk more about propagating the pineapples as well. But for now, our lemongrass looks good.